everybody, this is Tarina. I have been waiting forever to show you guys this tip or trick or whatever you call it. So I bought a package of 3D foam. It's not 3D foam, it's just foam, double-sided foam, and it came on these little sheets here, and this is one with the smaller ones, and then this one had larger ones, and I used up all of the larger ones, and obviously I still have the smaller ones because I don't use them very often. But I found this on, oh my goodness, has it? Yes, it has a lot of stuff on it. I found this on, I think it was Amazon. Pretty sure it was Amazon. Anyways, so it was a lot bigger before, and it's the Scotch 3M foam tape, and it's pretty thin. It's not as near as thick. If you look at the difference here, it's not near as thick as these foam, which is fine because I like having two different sizes, but I just wanted to show you how I use these. If I can remember which side is the most thick. There we go. I use this empty sheet here, and I put this on here, and I can actually use my cutting, my Fiskars cutter, and actually just make them into smaller pieces, which I like because I like cutting them really narrow. And so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I did that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just line this up on the top corner here. And then we're just going to stick this down. And because it's from a sticky sheet already, it's got the wax on it. And so I can just reuse it. Trim this off. And then I add more right next to it. So, trim that off. And then I just add this all over this, and I think it gives me about five rows or 5 strips. You can see that. I'll trim this off. Alright. And then we'll do the last one, and if it's sticking over at all, once you're done trimming it off, you can just trim it up. It won't hurt anything. And the last one. If I remember right, I trimmed this down so that it would, because it was just a little too big, and so I trimmed it down so that it would fit perfectly on there. Alright. And this one, because I haven't been doing a whole lot of scrapbooking, this one actually, now if you look at that, I've got a little gap there, but you can pick those up and just scoot them over very easily. If you do that, it makes it fit better. And it doesn't stick over the edge either. There we go. And then you just push those down, and I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to bring out my trimmer. And so you have this foam pad, and technically you could do this twice if you wanted to, or like double thickness, and that would work too. I don't know if you could cut it through here. I wouldn't suggest it because I don't think it will cut that deep. But I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut at the quarter mark here, and I'll just pull it down from the end and I'll just count a quarter. So I'm going to just go through, and then that makes it so that I can pull just a piece off. And it doesn't cut through the bottom, which I love. It made me so excited when I realized that. I was just, yay! And you can do 8 inches too, which I think is what I originally had. I do like kind of a quarter that are 8 inches, and then I do quarter inches after that, and that helps. I did that one. I use this a lot for my titles and things, so I can pop them up. Did I skip one? I did skip one. But I do love that I can do this and not cut through the bottom. And so these ones are skinnier so that I can actually put them on like the risers of the T's and the N's and the M's, and that makes it, like I said, much easier. And you could even do them thinner if you wanted. You could do them thinner, you could do them thicker, whatever you prefer. And you can see where they are. You do have to peel the little stickies off, and it takes twice as long, but for me it's worth it. I like being able to have that it already ready for me. And you can trim them down smaller if you wanted to turn them this way and do them smaller pieces, which I actually might do that. That actually sounds very appealing. So I'm just going to line it up because I know this is the end of this, so I'm just going to line it up halfway through and then just go down. And then that gives me, okay, that one, that gives me a littler one. So now I've got quarters, and then I've got the little, which I guess they're halves of halves. I don't know. Alright, so there's the line, and we'll just go, and now we'll go to the thicker ones. And you just go ahead and go through all of this. And again, if you want to, when you're scrapping, you can just go back through and cut them smaller if you decide that you want them all smaller. So it's really easy to work with. And I don't push really hard when I'm cutting this so that it doesn't go down below it. Down and cut the sheet. It's getting a little awkward the farther in I get, but I think we could figure it out. And you can always turn it around. And one more. And just like that. So now I've got, I don't know if you can see that or not. See all the splices. And then this one here. It's all spliced this direction, which is awesome. Anyways, so I kept telling you guys about that and telling you guys, talking about it, and so I finally got to show you guys. And I really should have had a project ready to go with that, but I don't. So this will just be a my tips and tricks video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Or at least want to use it or help somebody somewhere. Anyways, I will let you guys go. Bye.